Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Captain America 3-pack of Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury Jr., and Sharon Carter and Captain America. There is no Captain America in this 3-pack. Why does it say Captain America over there? Well, from the Captain America comics, obviously, but still, kind of funny it says Captain America over there. I do like how the packaging looks with this navy blue. It looks really, really pristine. I like it. Anyway, on the side, great looking artwork over there. I do dig that we get also different artwork on the very back. Pretty sweet. Is this Mike Deodato Jr.? I'm not certain about that. But anyway, on this side, you get that same artwork that we had seen on the other side. You get a spot varnished shield logo on the top, not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So I did not think I was going to like all three of these figures, but I really do like all three of them. I am impressed by this set, man. I gotta say, I've been having a good time with it. I especially like one of them more out of the three, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but first, let's get a closer look. So just fair warning, if you're one of those collectors that just hates it when Hasbro just gives you a bunch of reused items in their packaging, well, hey, this is not for you. Don't buy this set because this is reuse galore. But fortunately for me, I have the unique accessory of a coffee stain right there. Okay, so I'm stoked each of the figures come with 3 sets of hands. You get fist hands, weapon holding hands for each of them, and it's not an even set of open hands for the male characters. Sharon Carter comes with 2 open hands, and then you have a gun supporting hand, and then go that way hand right there with the 2 fingers out, and then both Nick Fury and Dum Dum come with a blade. They come with this big gun, and then they come with 2 smaller guns. One of them has ammo in it, and the other one doesn't. I don't know what the deal with that is. You'd expect both of them to have ammo unless this does something else. I don't know. And then they each come with 2 sets of firing effects along with the 2 smoky effects. And then same thing with Sharon, except her effects from the gun are yellow. And then she comes with the silencer gun right here and then this smaller gun right over there. And we will look at the head sculpt soon. But just to get a close look at this, I really like how the silver paint came out. And I like the sculpt of these guns. They came out looking really, really good. And they do have nozzle ports. So all the guns have nozzle ports, which is great. I think this knife right here, which has been reused since Bucky Cap, I can't believe it's still around, but hey, it looks good. If it's not broken, you know, hey, why not? And then you could see these do look very, very cool. I remember seeing them before, but I love the added silver paint right here. I think we've seen these before. And then again, it looks like there's ammo in there. So, you know, you gun nuts, let me know what's going on with this. Because is this like an extra ammo thing? I don't really know at all. And then you cannot remove the silencer from this one. I tried to, but yeah, I feel like I'm going to break it. And then you get this little gun right over here as well. And I love that we have nice looking hands for these figures. I love the gloves. You can see the little seam. You do have a horizontal hinge on the gun holding hands as well as the go that way hand right over there. And then you get the vertical hinges for the fisted hands. These female hands we've seen plenty of times before. Oh, and these smoky effects do look very cool with a little bit of a gradient to them. I think that's awesome. I love it when they do that. It almost has like a purplish brown hue to it also. Very cool. So I'm going from my least favorite to my favorite of these 3 figures, and I still really love this new Dum Dum Dugan head sculpt. I think they did such a great job with this piece. It's not 100% absolutely perfect. I can see some minor details where they did miss paint on this handlebar mustache, but when you look at it head on, you could totally see the mustache. There's nothing there that's so drastically bad where it's making me upset about it. Look at that. You can see it missing a little bit right over there, but you still get the shape of the mustache with the paint. The eyes are bright blue. I like that there's a little bit of a reflection right there in the pupil. I like how the eyebrows came out. The bowler hat looks really good. So I'm very, very pleased with this head sculpt. And you get the neck flesh right over there. We'll get into that more when we talk about the Nick Fury. I thought at first this upper torso was a reuse from the latest Astonishing Cyclops figure, but that's not the case. This is different. I think this is brand new. I don't remember seeing it anywhere else. A part of me thought it was reused from somewhere else, but Nope, I was wrong. It's not the Astonishing Cyclops. So you could bend back, see how that seam goes all the way in there. I like how husky this is. I like the musculature. Nice stretching in the fabric. The arms look really good. Great deco over here with the Shield logo. If I zoom in real tight, you'll probably be able to read that text. I can't read it right now, but in editing, we might be able to see it. I'm not sure. Pinless joints right there. The gloves look awesome. Really like that, or on the forearms right over here. That looks great. The pouches with all these little silver buttons looks really good. Even on the back of the figure, we have the silver painted on there. You can see I have a gun holstered inside right over here. And yeah, we have the Vulcan legs, and we have these new boots, which look great. I love how these came out. These just really look good on the figure, and you have peg holes right there at the bottom of the feet. Oh, and I gotta do a Dum-Dum comparison. Huge improvement, right? Or you could think to yourself, nah, Hasbro's clearly super lazy and they never really try. Now you're just looking at Nick Fury, and I absolutely love this head sculpt. And God, man, the details on the scar right over here look great. Little reflection in the pupil again. I do think that his right eye is looking a little too far center. I wish it was looking a little bit more head on. And there is a touch of black paint missing on the inside of the patch right there. So I am noticing those little details, but otherwise, I am really happy with this head sculpt. It looks really good. So yeah, I'm stoked about this, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I am a little bit more excited for this original Nick Fury head sculpt right here because it has so much detail. And we've gotten a few of these Nick Furies, and this is by far the very best one. Look at that 5 o'clock shadow! Oh, they did such a good job with that 5 o'clock shadow! That's the best looking 5 o'clock shadow I've seen from Hasbro's Marvel Legends, man. That looks great! And then you get the gray hair over here. I mean, I wish it wouldn't go back to brown when you get to the bottom of it, but still, this is awesome. And see how this eye is facing a little bit more forward? I do like that. So I do like this head sculpt more. Man, they did such a good job with this. You don't get the neck tone or flesh. Unlike the Dum-Dum Dugan, you're not going to get the flesh tone painted over here for obvious reasons, but it doesn't ruin the figure. And if you go back to your original Nick Fury from Marvel Legends, that's not painted flesh toned either. So hey, works out okay. And I love what they've done with the torsos on this figure, man, or on these figures, because these straps right here are all sculpted, or they're glued on. I thought they're just sculpted on. This one looks like it's sculpted. This one looks like it's placed over it. But the point is that this torso is not the same as this torso. You get a wider, huskier torso over here with Dum-Dum. Are those painted on lines? No, they're not, right? Okay, I thought they were painted on for a second, but you can see how the abs are a little bit more defined right here on Nick Fury, on Dum-Dum, not so much, and a wider rib cage. So I love that they gave us that kind of detail on this. I don't love the unremovable weapons. That always bothers me. However, each of these figures comes with at least 3 guns. So if you're going to do it, yeah, hook it up with a whole bunch of extra guns to, soften the blow. But again, we get some nice picked out detail with the silver buttons right over there and the buckles throughout. Again, the deco looks really good. Pinless joints look great. The forearm glove pieces look really good. You have added black detail on these forearms right here on the right side. So that part is all identical. Same thing with the legs. The legs are identical to each other. You're not seeing anything different right over there along with the holster. So that's not new. And you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Belts are different. See? You get different belts over here. So I like that they've changed this up quite a bit. Very, very cool. Oh, and if you're an old school die-hard Marvel Legends collector like me and you still have your Series 5 Nick Fury jetpack, you can go ahead and put that on right there. This would have been a very cool accessory to have included with the figure, by the way. That's one thing I wish they had included, but at least I still have the Series 5. Do you have your Series 5 still, huh? Do ya? Ooh, I think I found the inspiration for this head sculpt right here in this art piece by John Romita Jr. And I did have a tricky time finding some images of Sharon Carter with the black shoes. That's my biggest gripe with this figure. I'm going to say it already. But I did find some images. It's just not that common. I still wish they had gone with the white shoes, and we'll get a look at those in just a minute. But this head sculpt is so freaking good. Hasbro has just been crushing it with these paint details, and I love the sculpt of this. And look at that, dude. You get the extra detailed eyelashes. I thought the She-Hulk was the only one to get that kind of treatment because her head sculpt's a little bit bigger, but no, they're able to do that with the Sharon Carter as well. I think Hasbro's killing it as far as face paint detail goes. I think they are in the lead. Who else is doing this, right? Nobody else has this right now, except for like Hot Toys or something like that, but that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, the paint throughout on this looks fantastic. I love the sculpt of the hair And then we get some nice little bits of detail right here in the hair color as well. It looks like it gets a little bit darker throughout in some places, and you have some highlights. So I really do like that. And I do like this head sculpt more, but damn it, I appreciate it so damn much when Hasbro includes a short hair female head to go with the super articulated body mold that we'd gotten with Black Widow, so that you could really utilize that articulation and get her into some really cool poses. Now there's a little bit of gappage right over there. That bugs me, but yeah, the bun looks really good in the back. That's kind of a funny thing to say out loud. But anyway, yeah, the paint detail on the face. Gosh, she looks so mean right there. Ferocious. Yeah, I really love this head sculpt. Love both of these head sculpts, man. And then you have the exposed shoulders right over here, which is always kind of a weird design choice. Same body mold as the Black Widow Target exclusive. You can see the silver right over here. And it doesn't have any paint right there on the middle seam. You get the pinless double jointed elbows. You get this new harness, or belt anyway, and I really like, again, the details on the buttons. I think Hasbro's just gotten a lot better with picking out these details right over here. You get the holster and have the gun in there, and we have some butt crack seamage. So there we go. Yeah, we've been wanting that, and we got it. But unfortunately, we don't get the butt crack on the dude body. Oh, come on, what about the man butt lovers out there, huh? They have needs too. They have needs too, don't they? No butt crack on Dum Dum Dugan. Fair is fair, right? Anyway, I love how the thighs came out on this body mold. We've seen it many times before already, and yeah, this line right over here, that's like the thigh line I always love to see. And then the calves look pretty good, but man, this looks just, I don't like this design choice. I do like these boots. The shoes themselves look really good. I just wish this was all painted white. I might paint it all white at some point. I don't know. I'm even contemplating on getting 2 of this set, but it's $75, man. It's not cheap. Oh, and you can see right here we get treads and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So I'm not going to do a thorough articulation segment. You know what it is with these figures. And yeah, the articulation on the Sharon Carter or the Black Widow body mold, it's so dope, and the figure is still new to me. That's what puts this figure over the top. But I love that we get butterfly joints with these figures. This is awesome. It works a little bit better, I think, on the Nick Fury. It may just be the harnesses, and you can see the ab crunch works okay on Dum Dum. Moves forward a bit, moves back more so. With Nick Fury, moves forward a little bit more so, and also moves back quite a bit. You get waist cuts with both of these. You know the Vulcan articulation for the legs and the arms over here. I wish we could straighten out these arms all the way, so that's frustrating. And with this new head sculpt, yeah, you could get her to look up just she could barely look up the tiniest bit, and she can look down a lot right here, but yeah, oh man, I'm just so stoked you're able to get her to bend around and do all kinds of cool dynamic poses. I really, really love this body mold. Now, to measure out these 3 figures, you can see that Sharon Carter is standing a bit under the 6.5 inch mark. Nick Fury over here is standing right at 6.5 inches, and Dum Dum Dugan's just a little bit over 6.5 inches. Now, for some size comparisons, you can see your Dum Dum Dugan's over here, and yeah, much improved with this figure right over here. Even though I wish we had an actual gun in the holster, and I do miss the little side knife sheath that we have on the side of the boot. Wish we'd gotten that on this also, but I still like those boots. And for a classic Nick Fury comparison, you can see all the Nick Furies over here. We have the Toy Biz Series 5 version, we have the first Hasbro version from the 2-pack, and then we have the Bucky Cap mold version. I think this is the Mandroid Wave one, if I remember correctly, and then we have our most recent one over here. And then using the same body mold, of course, having the Nick Fury Jr. head sculpt, comparing it to our MCU Nick Fury, or young Nick Fury from the Captain Marvel movie. Man, you know what? I'm not that familiar with this version of Nick Fury because at the time, I was really unhappy with them kind of changing the Ultimates and moving that into the 616, and I don't know, I just didn't have a problem with it at all during the Ultimates, but like mixing it in with the 616 just threw me for a loop. So, but still, I'm happy to have this head sculpt for sure. Oh, and if you wanted to see a head swap, yeah, the pegs don't match. And then for a Sharon Carter comparison, you can see we have my custom Sharon Carter from many years ago. That's how bad I wanted a Sharon Carter in my collection. Then we finally got one. I think this is from the Red Onslaught wave, if I remember correctly. And yeah, this new one is by far superior. But I just don't like the black feet are just tripping me out, man. I don't like it. And then I wanted to show Sharon Carter next to the Target exclusive Black Widow, which they reused the body from. And then we have our female SHIELD agent, which I haven't picked up the 2-pack with the Hydra soldier, or the Hydra female soldier anyway. And I wanted to do some head swaps over here, especially putting this long-haired Sharon Carter head on the SHIELD agent body, because of course we see her like this, and oh man, that looks really good. I really like that a lot. And then I wanted to just, for fun, see Black Widow head on this body, just for fun. I don't know. I'm not very satisfied seeing that. And hey, maybe if you want to use this head sculpt for a Yelena figure, maybe if you wanted to do this. Oh god, I don't know what it is with the blonde on black. It looks really cool. Ooh, or maybe use this head for a Yelena, huh? I don't know. Possibly. What do you think about that? I mean, you'd have to make some other changes, but still possible, no? And for the wave's namesake, of course, I had to compare these figures next to the 20 years Captain America figure, and yeah, they all look sweet side by side like this. And then here's the 3 figures next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, and stop motion will return. Just stay tuned, it will be back. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button. I certainly appreciate it. And big thanks to all of my subscribers. If you have not subscribed yet, you can show some support by simply clicking that subscribe button. Sometimes people think they're subscribed when they're not, so go ahead and do a double check. Anyway, I want to shout out this video to the original Russ Aiken, my grandfather, who served in World War II. I also want to give a shout out to my tío Carlos Alberto, who had passed away quite a while ago, and he served in the U.S. Air Force. And I just want to say thank you on this Memorial Day. And this 3-pack is awesome. I really like it a lot. I really love the Sharon Carter figure the most. And I really, again, Sharon Carter, Nick Fury, and then Dum Dum. But the Dum Dum Dugan is still really awesome as well. There's no serious gripes about the Dum Dum Dugan. I love what they did with the torso and changing it up. So everything over here just really makes me happy, and my gripes are quite minimal. I really don't have any serious major complaints. I don't mind the weapons being reused. All the stuff that we got included right here is very satisfying. Having all the interchangeable hands is great. I had a great time with this set, and these figures just look really awesome on top of that. I love the articulation. I guess my biggest gripe, and it's like my biggest gripe of the 3-pack, is the damn black shoes on Sharon Carter, and that's still my favorite figure out of the 3, right? So that just shows how much I really love this set. At the price point of $75, that feels like a lot. You're looking at $25 a figure over here, which, seeing that each of them come with all the accessories that I want them to come with, it doesn't bother me to pay $25 for each of these. So at that price point, $75, I'm gonna give this 3-pack a SUD rating of... And I'd like to know what you guys think. Okay, Nick Fury getting a jetpack would have been nice. Yes, okay, jetpack. All right, but still, I'm very happy. I want to know what you guys got to say about it. So I'll check out the comments down below. If you want to follow me on social media, make sure you check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,